Welcome back to Lobotomy Corporation. Today, we have La Luna with us, an abnormality of a piano with a lady sitting in front of it. It appears to be someone who is ready to teach someone else a lesson. When you send somebody in, you have instinct, which is common, attachment, which is high, repression, which is common, and performance. When you send someone in on performance, you can feel the passion and fire emerging from deep inside La Luna. Even without a score, La Luna will allow anyone to make the greatest performance in their life. Sonata being played while the performer is possessed by the moon is breathtaking and alluring, to the point it shatters the wall between. Music frees all with no prejudice. When he's done, closes the piano, gets down, and walks out. Every time you send someone in on the performance, it lowers the Celtic meltdown. On the third performance, someone goes in, sits down at the piano, and La Luna disappears. And while the person is playing, La Luna proceeds to go off and fight. You can either suppress La Luna, or you have the option of waiting till the song is over and La Luna will go back inside. La Luna is weak to red damage, very vulnerable to pale damage, and normal to black, but immune to white. But it is pretty easy to suppress if you have the means. And she goes right back to her containment facility, and the music is stopped. The story of La Luna. This abnormality is made based on the idea of the tongue bug backer, Ere, an old woman with the piano next to her. Her eyes are usually closed. She only nods instead of speaking, but in rare occasion, she faintly smiles. Excerpt from an article of newspaper. The world's greatest pianist, redacted, always showed the best performance when playing sonata, which is her favorite. Many praised her excellent skill, but some people couldn't even sit when she plays third movement because of the overflowing energy and madness of her performance. In her now empty place, from where she left for the moon, are the piano she used since her childhood, and shrunken heads which allow us to delve into her mind. Consoling audio record of employee redacted. We didn't see anything in particular when we went to secure it. There was just some lady sitting there. It was like she was waiting for us to come. What happened when one of us approached her? He didn't know a thing about the art of music, but before he knew it, he was playing the first movement of a sonata, and the lady smiled. To be honest, I don't think I would ever listen to the piano performance that beautiful again. We couldn't see her again. That's why we need my testimony, right? Because I played the third movement, omitted. I don't know how or why it makes you play. Your hands just move, and you feel euphoric while playing. Everything around you fades away. It's just you and the piano. After I finished playing, exhausted, I realized that what I was stepping on was not petals, but severed heads. The moon represents the human psyche. People often say that the moon is beautiful. But when enough time passed, when you look at it and see what kind of face it truly has, you'll realize you were madly in love with something so broken and shattered. In the end, we all become moon, because we can't bear ourselves. The management tips. The piano can be played with perform order. However, be noted that quoth counter decreases when the work is finished. The music temporarily increased temperance and justice of the employee by a small degree. However, the employee who performed spent 50% of their HP. Quoth counter decreased by medium chance when work result was normal. Quoth counter decreased when the work result was bad. Quoth counter reached 0 when an employee entered the containment unit to play for the third time. When escaped, La Luna returned to its containment chamber voluntarily when the third movement ended. Also, the third movement ended when La Luna was suppressed. instinct and attachment are the best to go in on. It says insight is common, but that's the performance, and repression is low. The weapon is pretty nice, and it puts a temporary black shield on people. So every time you hit somebody with it, everybody in the hallway, or wherever the area is, gets a shield on them that's very short. But it's pretty nice. The armor is pretty much across the board except for pale. The gift is 1 to everything, so it's a pretty nice gift to have. And it says non-escaped, but it will escape on that third movement. And that has been La Luna. Until next time.